Well, welcome back, friends and fans of Bob's Barn Workshop. We are going to start a new channel. I'm going to call it Bob's Electronic Workshop. I am going to move all my electronics videos to that page. So if you are not familiar with my channel, I do a huge variety of stuff. Too much of a variety, I think. So I'm going to try to concentrate on electronics on one channel, which will be a little bit of retro computing stuff. The good old venerable Commodore 64, and over here on my workbench I have, well, not workbench, but stacked over here I got a couple of older 10-year-old PCs that I need to get working just because I want to. Anyway, if you remember my last struggle with the Commodore single floppy drives, the first one I found out that the head was open, and I found another one on eBay that I thought looked really great, and I bought that, and I got it here, and that head is also open. So now I have two doorstop 1541s, the ones with the Neutronics D500 type drive, the drives that have the lever that you turn to latch the disc in. Well, I finally found one, and let's unbox something right here, right now, something I just purchased. This will be the first time I see it. Alright, we're all set up here. Let's see what came in the mail today. I don't believe that you can, I don't have enough resolution for you to see the addresses, but I'll put my hand over it. So this isn't a donation, this is a purchase, but if you want to donate something Commodore relative, let me know. Oh, this one comes in a nice box too. Ooh, nicely foam padded. Well, you can see what I got here. Come on, baby. Alright. There's some bubble pack in there. Now, this is, oops. Oh good, it came with the manual, came with the data cable, came with the power supply cord, very nice. Now this is a 1541 in excellent condition. But what I did is the guy that I purchased this from actually showed videos of it running and reading and testing and operating correctly. So I paid a little more, but I know it works. I'm not going to buy a doorstop. Now she looks just like brand new. So you guys want to buy a couple of the older style with the lever. Has the protection card. She's a little cold right now. Do I need to let it warm up? Worry about condensation. Of course, it came with the disk drive manual. As I said, very nice. A very clean cable. My other data cable is really rough. I mean, it's black inside. The one that came, it does work. I put deoxide on it, but I'm going to put that one aside. We'll use the nice clean one. It is March 2nd today. You may or may not see this for a week or so because I have to go to Charlotte. My wife is retiring and she has to go to corporate headquarters. Kind of do a farewell dinner and all that kind of stuff. So I have my VersaCart in here now. Very, actually I have an extra one. This is the VersaCart that has multiple tests on here. It has dead test. It has the diagnostic program that you use with the harness. It has the 1541 test program. I believe it has a couple of 128 test programs. I have a whole matrix of what this will test. Let's see if I can read this. I have two of them, so if you want to buy the spare that I have. Oh, okay, this is for the different ROMs. Oh, there's some corrosion on here though. Flux. I'm going to have to clean that off. It's getting kind of chalky looking. But anyway, this thing works marvelous. I bought this online a year or two ago. And what happened, it wasn't my fault. I ordered one and months went by and I never got it. So I told the seller that I never received it and he shipped another one, and then eventually both of them showed up. So I feel bad, but for what I paid it would cost me more to ship it back. So I regret that, but there's not much I can do about it. But anyway, this will test the disk drive when we get around to it. Okay, so let's get set up. I'm going to be able to see everything now. Okay. This is just getting a little crowded up here. Try to move everything over here together. Can we now see it all? I think so. I think I'm zoomed out all the way. I gotta plug in the power. And the serial cable. Is that a Cheerios cable? Okay, now I want you to be able to see the front of the disk drive, so I will try to stay out of your way. First thing I want to do is try to power this dog up and see what happens. Okay, normal boot. Came on, ran for a second, went back off, indicates that the software, because this is basically a computer all by itself, the software is running, the PC is running. Let's turn on the Commodore here, which you saw me repair last week. Oh yes. Now I'm actually running an S-Video. I'll put a link to this, but the cable that I bought actually has an S-Video connector on it. And this little adapter, video converter, video to VGA, I think I got it on eBay. Takes VGA out, which is what this monitor needs, but it has S-Video in. And I don't need the analog, the composite. So a little bit sharper picture. You can see some pixelization in here, but it's a lot sharper. And of course this is distorted. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to go for it. We're going to put in the Commodore test disc. Down and in. I'm not sure, if I remember how these work. Down and out. So as you push down, you pull out a little bit. Did you see that? Okay, yes. Look at that. We loaded the directory. We're going to list it. I don't know. Maybe I need to look in the manual for how to use this program. Load. Let's try how to use. I think I need the spaces. How to use. Quote, comma, 8. I'm going to put the comma 1 just for good measure. Okay. Oh, I didn't get my spaces in there correctly. Okay, how to use comma 8, comma 1. Now this loads very slowly because it's the old timing between the video and all that stuff. They had to slow it down. I don't understand all that, but run. Syntax error. Why is that? I don't know what that means, what I did wrong. Oh, I just listed the program. I don't know what syntax error I'm missing here. I don't have any sound hooked up to this yet, but we're going to test another little feature that I got here just the other day. Is I got an arm SID because the SID in this is hosed. Well, let's go for the disk drive test. And I believe that's the right setting for this VersaCart. There is a chart that you could print for it. This should come up with a... Oh, that's the diagnostics. You know that works. I just got to get my settings on this correct. Alright. I'm just doing A. Do we have to have a disk in there? Okay, I got to put something in there. I guess I got to put a disk in there. I don't know how to stop this, so unstop, unstop. Okay, we're going to put the Commodore test disk in here. Down and out. Now let's see what the alignment looks like. It says it's 100% on track. I don't know what the different varying percentages over here mean. But she is functioning and reading. We will speed this up. "32 tracks, is that right?" She's a little squeaky. That might be the disc itself. Yeah, I don't have any powered speakers right here. F1 to exit. Speed check. Press return. Oh, return. I got an error on that on the other disc too, so I don't know why this doesn't want to do a speed check. Is it something in the performance test? Validate disk. This has the Alps, I believe it's pronounced. This is okay. That's all I can say. Directory D. This is pretty much the same. Okay. He said it was clean and aligned and all that stuff. Let's see what we got here for programs. It's a little awkward without the floppy lever thingy. How about the Blue Max? See if this will load a game. These discs I bought on eBay as unknown, could be empty, so. I believe that's the command load asterisk, quote unquote, 8.1. Basically it's looking for the first file on the disk. Head knock looking for the tracks. Might be an error. Oh, doesn't like that. The drive has crashed. Okay, there we go. Now look at the directory. See, it could be a bad disk. They said that they could be. Let's flip the other side over. It's got a double-sided disk in here. Let's try to see what if it loads the program. Okay, well that could be a blank disk. Questionable. Could have been formatted. Okay, this one says pyramid. It's loading something. Now it's hammering. Well, that sucks. I know that it'll read a disk. Necromancer. Well, I found something there. Apparently there was nothing on the back side of that either. Dang it. Well, One of my favorite summer games. Come on, be there. Well, I guess I'm out of luck. But we know that one works. Come on out. She's stuck. There we go. Well, this wasn't very exciting, was it? Somebody format all these discs before they sold them? I'm loading the dir. File not found. Damn! Well, that's infuriating. Let's see if this one still works, or if the head got dirty or something. Anything is possible, I guess. Now it's going to not find it. So what the hell? Alright, we're going to have to troubleshoot this. I'm going to take it apart and clean the head, measure the head, and we'll be back. So, great, $150 for another doorstop. So this is an older drive. Now there's the head back there. It's got some hacks in it, apparently. There's a couple of let's see, that's a 220 ohm resistor there, and a 1K ohm resistor there, bodged around UB1, it looks like. Got some corrosion in here. And then there's another cap and resistor on here, but there were caps and resistors there before. I don't know if this is the way. Oh, I'm just going to test this head. We should see resistance in the 20 to 50 ohms range. anything. I guess I don't trust this meter. Okay, there's 31 ohms. $150. I don't know what the readings on these are supposed to be. I can't get a good contact, but shouldn't look. The read heads seem to read 31 ohms. Yes. So that means we should be reading. Well, that's curious. I guess I'll just try cleaning those heads again. Alright. I keep on saying those heads. I actually mean the head. Of course, there's only one head because they're a single-sided floppy here. I didn't see any debris, but these discs could be contaminated too. Alright, what did I do with my... I don't know what else to try. I'm not an expert on these things, that's for sure. Alright, now we know that that disc read. So it's reading. Okay, I'm betting it just had to be, it was just rusty or dust or dirty. It's running something. Getting garbage on the screen. I don't know what that means. But it's reading and reading and reading. Okay, are you going to stop? Okay, let's see what run does. Syntax error. Okay, so we're reading. But if I try to run it, it gets a syntax error. So, let's see if we can load something else. This says oceanography. Come on. Oh, seems to be loading something. Oh, no. Keeps on hammering back. Dang it. This was only single-sided. I bought myself another piece of junk, it looks like. Oh. Might have been some crap in this memory. Might be the problem. Doing something wrong. Me? That's hung up. Screwed again. See if there's anything on any of these discs. There could be dirt from these discs getting into here. Stupid thing. Well, I got some junk. I don't know what that means. Is that what I did before? That's supposed to be the directory. Well, this is boring. I'm just randomly going through some of these discs to see if I can find anything. Oh, I put the wrong thing in. That's what I've been doing. Have I been doing that all along? I tried to load the ampersand. I know this. Can it really be that dirty? Frig. Alright guys, well I'm done for now. Well guys, I'm a little baffled. I was told this was a good working drive and it doesn't seem to work. I just had the circuit board out and cleaned and the head again. I put silicone on a Q-tip, cleaned the rails. I'm thinking though, you know, I've got those other two disk drives that seem to work perfectly, but the head is dead. So I'm thinking maybe I can Frankenstein it and take one of the boards out of the dead ones with the dead heads and see if they work in this. Could that be possible? I did strobe the bottom of this with an LED lamp, and the 60 hertz, the disk speed is perfect. It's running 300, or very, very, very close. I've been dicking with the alignment a little bit. I had it good for a while, but leaning on its side. So you've got to move it and put it back right side up, because that has a huge effect on how this thing performs. I'm going to try to run a test again here, just so we can see where we're at in this process. Let's see how bad we're getting here. Okay, power is off. Turn this guy on. Oh, I haven't got the LED hooked up, but that's okay. Where did the line go? Must be underneath. Okay, I just don't have the power LED hooked up. Oh! Yeah, because the green LED is in the front of the case. And it's on the floor. Okay, so we're going to try that alignment test. I'm going to zoom you in. You're going to get a little bit of anomaly here. Oh, there's no disc in there yet. Just let me turn this off. Reboot it. Put the disc in. Now we'll try an alignment test. Now this is a standardized Commodore disc. And that's not bad. I'd like to have, see that this is the error between the half tracks. But as long as you're getting all the right tracks and 100%, it would seem like, oh, see now at the upper end of the disc it's starting to get wacky. Past the middle of the disc. It's still in the yellow, meaning caution, but red means really bad. Now that I understand the chart. So this is the readability, and it's read 100% of everything on there. This is the track numbers, and they all match. So it's reading all the tracks in the right places. I mean, maybe the lubing and cleaning helped. There's a few red half tracks, but the main tracks are all 100%. Okay, so I'm going to try reading the directory, and I believe that's just a D. Okay, now it's reading. So we're getting somewhere. Press any key. Let's try. I'm going to go right for the performance test. I have a disk here that I don't know if it's formatted or not, but it should be. Performance test. Press return. Return. Formatting. Come on. Failed. 21. Read error 00, whatever that means. Does that mean it tried to read write track 21? Yeah, let's try yes. Mechanical test. Open file for writing. Alright, so we're making progress here. At least it's writing. Maybe. Keeps on banging the head though. Now, it says writing, but it's not moving. Whatever that means. Well, it's opening file and the LED is blinking intermittently, but it's head banging. I think you're going to try swapping motherboards. Maybe I'll check that alignment a little bit more. I'm going to diddle with the alignment. All you do is back you out here. What I need to do, turn the power off. What you need to do is loosen the two screws here holding the drive, which I've cracked them. They're painted so you can't move them. And we'll try cracking it and moving it just a hair. Just a hair. Okay, just one little tick. And we'll snug them back down, but not necessarily to full tightness. Just enough to hold them from moving for the test. And get our power cord up here again. It keeps on falling off the back of the bar. Down and out with your fingernail. That's how you got to do that. Alright, we're going to do another alignment test here. Oh, it's 100 off, 100 off. It's bad. Okay, so that didn't help. I got to go the other way. Power off. Now, if you open these things up, remember, there's line voltage in here. If you're not familiar with that kind of stuff and have never worked with it, well then don't. Okay, snug down. Snug down. Power on. This is just a tedious test and try and test and try and move and test and try kind of a thing. You want to see yellows or greens in here. Oh! Now it's 100 off. Now it's 100 off. Oh, it's reading the wrong tracks. Alright, so that's all screwed up. We're just going to keep doing this. You guys don't need to watch it. I got to try to realign it. Alright, so I'm getting continuous errors again. I mean, I get the alignment as good as I can get it, but when I try to read files, I just get gibberish on the screen and whatever, errors. I'm wondering if it's the decoding of this board. This board has hacks on it. I'm going to go take one of the good boards out of my other drives and see if I can make it work in here. Alright, so I'm doing a Frankenstein. I took the motherboard out of this one, which seems to work perfectly, but the heads are dead. I bought that the other day, and of course I bought a doorstop. So the motherboard's over there, and I'm going to take this one out of this one that seems to be all bodged up. You'll see resistors, capacitor, resistor, resistor, capacitor jumped here, bodge wires. We're going to set this aside. This is the one I just bought that was supposedly guaranteed to work. But we're going to put it in this mechanism that has the good head. So, what do we got to lose? They all don't work, so. This one that I bought the other day, that it has the Mitsumi drive in it, the Neutronics. Perfectly pristine, clean interior. It looks like absolutely brand new, like the day it was bought. But the heads are dead. It could have been sitting in the box forever, but the humidity gets to those heads and kills them. So, let me get one screw in here so this doesn't short out to anything. If this does work out, I am going to put a different power supply in this. To get rid of all that heat. You put a little switcher in there and it takes care of that. Alright. So now, oh, come on, I dropped that stupid thing down in there. Okay, there we go. Sorry about my head. Don't get these offset by one now. There's no indexing on these headers. You got to make sure you get your 5 pins or how many pins you have in the right position. And there you go. The other one's for the LED. So that's a not to worry. I think I'm going to put one more screw in the front corner of this just so it doesn't jump around, or one of these corners. You don't want any mishaps. Oh, come on. There we go. That's also grounds it to the chassis. Getting the ground pin. All right. I see smoke. She booted up and stopped. Alright. Let's try the alignment. See, the alignment test, let's load directly. I'm just looking at the disk. I'm going to load the first program. Oh, still getting the same garbage. Is that normal? Is that normal to get gibberish when you're loading a program? Oops. Undefined statement error. So what the heck does that mean? Margot. Okay, I'm just going to try a disk. See if it reads anything. Okay, load $, which is the directory. So what the hell? I mean, it seems to be giving commands. I'm going to hook up with my other cable, the so-called bad cable. Same garbage. List syntax error. Same crap I was getting before. Now I know when you use these different heads you're supposed to do something with some jumpers in here. Alright, well I'm done with this for now. I'm just too discouraged. I'm just going to give up for a while and lick my wounds and maybe send this thing back to the guy who told me it was good, and hopefully I'll get my money back. Alright.